Hi, my name is Sheldon Guerra and I am an old boy from Fatima College. I started Fatima in 1980 and I finished in 1986. Fatima has been the only choice for me ever since I was in primary school. As a matter of fact, when I started Fatima, the week before, there was a General Assembly held by Mr. Panton, the former principal. At that General Assembly, Mr. Panton, some words that I always remember, said that if it is that, he was telling the parents who also attended this General Assembly, he was told them that if it is that Fatima was a school where corporal punishment was practiced, and if it is that the parents did not believe in corporal punishment, to take their son out of the school right now. I remember my parents looking at me and they smiled and they nodded their head in agreement with Mr. Panton. Unfortunately, that was Mr. Panton's last year and last assembly, as he passed the reins on to Mr. Moore. Right, and I was at Fatima College under Mr. Moore. You know, it reminds me, there were several teachers who I always remember. There was Mr. Joseph, Mr. Niles, my first geography teacher. There was also Mr. Devines, Mr. Romero. Who else? Father Powers. There were several other priests. Father Powers was especially memorable because the priest lived above the school, and you would see Father Powers standing on the balcony of the priest quarters. I couldn't really tell what he was doing, but I think if you are a Fatima old boy, you would remember stories about Father Powers. Other than that, primarily Fatima gave me the building blocks to become the man I am today. It gave me the opportunities in life to open doors to me primarily. While it is, I know Fatima is historically a football and a cricket school. We were one of the top schools in track and field, and I do know that we have produced some really great athletes in track and field, Arthur Boto being one of them, and what have you. I never had the opportunity, injuring myself prior to my bid for the Olympics back in 1990, well, back then. But it did afford me the ability to get a scholarship to the Ohio State University. It did afford me other opportunities and what have you. I represented Fatima on several occasions at various school meets at national secondary school sports. You know, some of my teammates were Sean Simmons, Adrian Bob, Gregory Lindsay. Also too, there was the classroom. The classes were excellent in the sense that it prepared me for later on in life with regards to my ongoing education. Especially when I attended university. One of the strangest things, coming from such a structured background in Fatima College, one of the strangest things about attending university was the fact that I remember my first class at university. You know, I was so accustomed to, you go to class, you sit down, teacher comes in, you stand up, and class begins, you know, and you put your hand up if you wanted to leave. And I was in my first university class, and I remember I wanted to go to the bathroom, so I put my hand up to ask the professor if I could leave, you know, and the rest of the students looked at me very strangely. Another thing is that Fatima prepared me with regards to my general knowledge, writing skill, and this sort of thing, to deal with university life. You know, so as it is, Fatima afforded me a lot of opportunities. I still hold Fatima College very near and dear to my heart. So if it is that I'm going to ask if you could please give the current students, the same opportunities that I have. So please donate, whether it be $100, $200, or more if you can have it. So please donate if you wish to do so. The website that you can make a donation at is supportfatimacollege.com. Thank you very much.